Good evening. This is Jared with Carbon Digital, and today we're going to be going over setting up some simple automation. This is around like 75. I know I'm exaggerating, but I've been playing with this a lot, and uh, it's uh, MailChimp. They changed the rules. It's a game changer. So today we're going to be using Dropbox. We're going to be using Active Campaign. Right now I'm in the free trial, so we're going to be setting that up. I've already set up the account. I've added a couple of lists, but it's nothing else has been done. And I have a very limited experience with Active Campaign because I'm primarily MailChimp, so this will be exciting. And then also we're going to be using Gravity Forms inside of WordPress. So let's get started. So here we have Dropbox, and I set up this folder with an infographic image and the source file. So that way I can add a share to this folder, and when people get the infographic, they're going to also get the file that was used to make it. And the reason that this is important is because, excuse me, the reason this is important is because I'm trying to also help web developers communicate effectively with their clients and stuff like that. So being able to also provide the source file allows people to write different types of content, or maybe even restructure this infographic altogether. And this one specifically is about the web design process. It's right here. There's the AI file. It says right here it's a basic start to finish planning, design, development, testing, launch, and support. So that AI file and that PNG file are here in this folder, and when people go to the link for this folder, they'll be able to download both of them, which is really great for them. So let's set up some automation. All right, so step one is to go into Active Campaign and actually get this ball rolling. So I have here in the dashboard, we're going to go on the left-hand side here, and we're going to go to lists. Now here, I have created two different lists. The first one is going to be for general subscribers, and the next one is the digital resource customers. The reason that I chose to segregate these lists into two separate lists is because they have different reasons. This first one is going to be for newsletter type stuff and generic marketing. But this other one here, digital resource customers, those are going to be specific to people that actually request a freebie or actually request or actually purchase an ebook or a plugin or anything that I provide as a digital type of resource. So that's what this other list is for. And those two have different marketing methods, we'll say. So if you have not created a list, you're just going to go in this top right corner, click add a list. Type in the name, your website URL, which it doesn't say right here, but here in the bottom corner under help, that's exactly what it says. And then here's your description of why people were being added or why people are getting an email from you. So back in the main domain, we're going to go to automations. All right. We're going to create a brand new automation. Now, the idea is when someone has a tag added to their to their profile, then what's going to happen is these people are going to receive an automated email. Very simple. And this is one of the reasons why I chose not to go with HubSpot. One reason is because it doesn't have automations in the free plan. And the other reason is that it doesn't have tags for lists, which is a cornerstone of what I've been doing since the beginning of my business and entrepreneurship in general. So we're going to create an automation. Very simple. Click on the button, create an automation. All right, so because we already know what we're doing, we don't have to go through all of these. We're just going to start from scratch and then click continue. And this is going to be very simple. So the trigger, that what is going to trigger the automation, is called adding a tag. So we want to click add a tag, or tag is added, and then click continue. Excuse me. The tag that we're going excuse me, that hurt. The tag that we're going to add is basically the title of the infographic. So web design process infographic. All right. And that is now, click add, and now that's our start. And the action is to send an email. Well, let's go ahead and close this. We need to name the automation. This is going to say send digital resource web design process info graphic. Ooh, send digital resource. I'll leave that there. I may end up combining multiple possible triggers in one large automation, but I'll play with that later. Cool, so I will save that title. And now we're going to add email and create an email. All right, I'll just put in that send. All right. Let's just call this the add tag. Boom. All right. So what do we need to do? Looking at the results here, it looks like there are not much we can use. Cool. So let's take this call to action and preview it. That's very, very simple. We don't really need to get too fancy with this. Let's preview this one, which is basically the same thing. So yeah, let's use this template. Sender details. Okay, so this is going to be your digital product. Continue. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna have to move my face so we can actually see what's happening here on the side. All right, so I know I don't need an image, so I'll go ahead and delete that. All right, so let's go with the logo, new image, add new image, and I want my logo to be here. Got it. And we'll just add some text here. Let's go with the web design process infographic. So let's do thank you for requesting this digital product. Let's go with resource. Cool. This is a basic version of how the web design process works in building a brand new website. This can be utilized internally or on display for clients to understand what really goes on with your process. All right. And then say something like, you will be receiving, receiving a PNG file, but also the source AI file, so that you can modify this to fit your needs. If you have any questions regarding this, please don't hesitate. Thank you and welcome to the Carbon Digital Carbon Fiber family. All right, that sounds good. Now we're going to change this text. Okay. So we don't want to say bye now. Let's go with view files. Let's change this to be red, a little more vibrant. That's probably close enough. All right. And then we need the link. So this link is, I have no idea if that's the right link or not. I will go ahead and get a new one just to be safe. All right, share link instead. Copy link, go back to this, and here is open link, or here's the link. So we'll paste that in there, check our settings. And then we are going to add another tag. So the original tag was web design process infographic, and then we're going to add viewed. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. So that way we know that they requested it, the email was sent, and they viewed the item. So that's pretty cool. So we are going to hit next, because that's pretty basic stuff. Next. All right. Pre-header text. I don't know what that is. A snippet of text that appears after the email subject line. Okay. I don't even know. All right. Email digital product. Let's see. Email. That. Okay, there's my address. So we want tracking on, we want link tracking on, reply tracking, and Google Analytics. That's not, I'm not going to do that right now. but I will do this later. Let's see. Let's send a test email, see what this looks like. Boom. Okay. I'll put in my personal and send, and it'll show up right here. And we're still waiting. Holy crap. I thought that was already sent. Well, let's go to finish. Save. And turn this sucker on. And now this is active. Awesome. So now we'll go back to here. Check our contacts. We don't have any contacts. Our list, we don't have, right there is 0. We don't have any people in our list. Let's check to see. I did not get an email yet. Oh, that's because it went to junk. That's why. There we go. And boom, there you have it. Cool. So we probably need to fix this email. One of the big things that I loved about MailChimp was that it automatically comes with a section built into your footer to display your social media, and I can go back later and add that. So, ActiveCampaign, ready to rock. Dropbox, complete. ActiveCampaign, ready to go. So now we're going to go to WordPress. All right, so we are going to be using Gravity Forms. We need to go to settings. Now I've already installed Gravity Forms and ActiveCampaign, and I've not set up ActiveCampaign. So API URL and key. Let's go find that. It's probably in settings. This looks promising. Developer. Yep. So let me pause this real quick. All right, so I've included that API and the key, and we are ready to rock. So freebies is the email that I've set up. I'm hoping to use this for as a multi-purpose type of thing, but we're going to see how that plays out. So freebies has a first name requirement, which let's put in a placeholder. Let's do John. Let's go ahead and hide that. All right, cool. Then we'll go to email, and the placeholder will be, let's go with john.smith@mydomain.com. Pretty simple. And then here's where I'm hoping to use the multi-purpose functionality. So I've set up a radio button here, and you click on the web design process infographic. And hopefully we can set this form up on multiple pages, have multiple purposes, and make it very simple. And then a reCAPTCHA, which I kind of like the dark version better. So let's use that instead on this one, because it's definitely a super white screen. All right, for settings, let's go to Active Campaign. And we're going to add a new feed, add new. All right, we're going to select the list. Digital resource customers, and there we go. And now we need to match the fields. So email address is obviously email. First name is that, okay. Tags, all right. So the tag is going to be web design process infographic. Cool. And we want this conditional logic to be if product you are requesting equals web design process infographic. All right. Okay. So the instant responder is for like a welcome email. Since we don't have a welcome email, we just have a tag set up, then it's going to be pretty easy for us to get this rolling. So we're going to update those settings. And now we should be ready to rock. So we're going to open up a separate browser. And what I've done is I've created a resources page with some generic content here. And then this learn more button will actually take you to that specific page so that you can type in your information. And we're going to go with my personal email. Cool. We're requesting this web design process infographic. The reCAPTCHA is a bus. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. And it's good. And click submit. All right, and you can see that it went through, which is good. So now we're going to check Active Campaign and see what happens. So let's see our lists. All right. You can see right now, one person has been added. And you can see my emails. I've already gotten an email. All right. That was not the one. Okay. So if you click on my name, you will see that I have a tag. And over here is history. So not what I wanted. So subscribe to list, entered automation for send digital resource, web design process infographic, and then completed automation. That means I have an email coming into me right now. Where is it at? I'm going to bet it's in the junk box. Yes, it is. How about that? That is amazing. Mark not junk. Okay, download pictures. Yeah. That is pretty awesome. And then we'll check the view files. And it definitely opens up. And if you don't have a Dropbox account, there'll be an option to download the files. So that's basically everything. I mean, this is very simple to do, and just based off of the flexibility and capability of Active Campaign, I'm sold. It's going to be hard for me to leave Active Campaign with this type of extremely high level funnel systems, trigger abilities and everything like that. It's going to be really hard to leave after I get used to this. So hopefully this will be everything as good as I hope it will be. But if you guys have any questions, concerns, complaints, or anything like that, just reach out and I will do what I can to answer all of your questions. What's beautiful about this is that it's not that hard to set up. You don't need to be a super high level guru web developer to be able to do this. And the best part about this is it adds value to your customers. Okay? Something that someone once told me was that automation is key. And that's very true. Small businesses like to automate as much as they can to save time. And then I decided to add on to that quote. And I added, simplicity is the lock. Automation is key, simplicity is the lock, right? So if something this simple can be automated, what else can you automate? What else can you do? So after you watch this, go back and think, okay, what is my client doing? What do they need to have? What do they want to have? And what should they have? Make T-charts if you have to. Make an actual list, write it down if you have to, it doesn't matter. Providing value is not just, here's a website. Providing value is simplifying processes, streamlining processes, making sure that clients are exceeding their expectations in terms of how many leads they're getting, how many visits to their website they're getting. So this is the kind of stuff that you need to be looking at. How to make their business better, how to make their business grow. And this is just one key. This is just one piece of the puzzle. Times that by 1,000. What kind of damage can you do? What can you offer to people? These are the type of things that you need to be looking at. These are the type of things that you need to be focusing your efforts on. I'm a firm believer in you need to learn how to code, but at the same time, this type of stuff is very important. So if you guys have any other questions, concerns, complaints, you want me to shoot a video on something, you have a specific task that you can't get through, don't hesitate, reach out. All right. So this is Jared from Carbon Digital signing off. Happy coding.